is the privilege of a Toastmaster or a chair at a Toastmasters meeting. I have chosen the theme of the evening. The theme that I have chosen is summer. Summertime and summer frolics, because it must be patently obvious by now that the brazen, beautiful embrace of summer is upon us, and the dark, wintry days of winter are but a memory. I often think that the ancient cultures, especially those in South America, the Aztecs, the Mayas, and the Incas, were quite wise in the type of God that they chose. Why? Because their God was the sun. It warmed them. It made them feel good. It grew their crops. It persuaded the skin to produce vitamin D, which in turn turned into serotonin, the happy drug. But one thing in addition to this, the sun never failed for 50 million years to turn up and do its duty. It never had a tummy ache. It never phoned in sick. It was never depressed. Every morning for 50 million years, it turns up. That's my kind of God. But it had, like all gods, a slight defect, in that it demanded virginal sacrifice, which explains to a great degree why the marital age in the Inca, Aztec, and Mayan empires was about 14. After a while, they ran out of volunteers or qualified applicants. The sun god got angry, and the Aztec empire collapsed. At least that's my take on history. Historians say something silly like it was something to do with Spain, which, being a lover of Spain, I fundamentally disagree with. Oscar Wilde said, if I quote him correctly, that in the summer a young man's fancy gently turns to thoughts of love and romance. I agree with Oscar Wilde. Unless the young man happens to be English, in which case his thoughts gently turn to thoughts of cricket. The English believing that love and romance is a strange habit indulged in by the French and the Italians. It also has magical qualities on the body. This is why I've chosen the sun, and why I love the sun. 2 weeks ago, I celebrated my 71st birthday. In Canada, under our usually rather anemic sun, but certainly not the last couple of weeks, but under the Canadian rather anemic sun, I look 71. I feel 71. I act 71. But when I go on my annual 2-month trip to my beloved Spain in May, and I get out at Barajoz Airport, and an hour later I'm walking manfully down the Grosvenor at a 28-degree temperature, I'm not 71. I'm 51, with a gentle hope in my heart that I may yet flutter the heart of a beautiful young Spanish maiden. And just in the event you get the wrong idea, when you're 71, Spanish maidens start at 55. And with that, it is my great pleasure to introduce our head table. Because like Santa Claus, a Toastmaster has his little green elves to help him. But before I do that, I would like to introduce to you a very, very special guest. He's a friend of everyone in Toastmasters, wider, certainly far wider than Grosvenor. He's kind of semi-retired now, in body but not in spirit. He was and the word I use, although he's not so trusted to it, the word I use is the club's guru. He's been around for years and years and years and years, and we are really honored, we really are honored to have you with us tonight visiting us for such a time.